We are heading down a dangerous path when Sweden gets roped up in the same group as Russia. We're going on a slippery fucking slope. And I don't like it. Time to move to Canada. I've made a severe and continuous lapse of my judgment. What is up, people? My name is Gluntenflott and I'm back here today with another video. As you might understand by reading this title, this is a very different video. This one is sort of a reaction to, but it's more of a conversation with you, with me. Hey. Just gonna turn that off, I'm sorry. My biggest fan. You're gonna have to excuse me for that fan. It's 32 degrees Celsius in this room right now. When I went to work before, it was 40 degrees Celsius underneath my car. Why were you underneath your car? Very funny. Shut the fuck up. That's where the thermometer is. Guys, you're gonna have to excuse me for being very sweaty, very greasy, disgusting, ugly.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200.
This is all because of the heat. It's so warm. So you read the title, you know what this video is about. It's about the news surrounding ASAP Rocky that is being held in prison in Sweden right now as we speak. And it's a hot topic. Trump is involved. Sweden's prime minister is involved. Very many big A-list celebrities are involved. Everyone is involved. I went on the internet and checked to see if this video has been made before. A Swedish guy's perception of the story, if you might. And I couldn't really find one. I mean, I wasn't looking that hard, so there might be one, so don't quote me on that. But I couldn't find one, so I was just gonna say, yeah, let's do one. If you're unfamiliar with the story, ASAP Rocky, his bodyguard, and a few more people were in Stockholm, was it 4 weeks ago? Something like that. For a concert. They were out on the city, walking. A couple of dudes started following them, harassing them. I think it was on ASAP's Instagram story, that they were harassing girls on the street. I'm not sure. And they told this guys several times, get the fuck out, you're harassing us, go away. Several times for many minutes until physical altercation happened. So they attacked his bodyguard, like punched, pushed, something like that. And ASAP just flipped and he grabbed the dude, threw him away, and 4 or 5 people started bashing on him. Say what you want about that. Okay, so I've gathered quite a few YouTube videos. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna cut out the pieces I think you need to see. I'm gonna view international as well as Swedish. The Swedish ones I will translate, so maybe you will get some insight on how Sweden interprets this situation. Shamefully enough, I don't really know who this guy is. I know he's a musician, I know he's super big. So before we start, I thought I was gonna look at one of his most popular videos called Fucking Problems. A little bit of it. Oh shit, I've heard this. Okay, that's a lot of words in there that I can't show. Right, but I heard the song, so I know that doesn't make any sense, but I've heard him before, just not knowing. Start with this, the full video. Start from the beginning.
Go that way. Go that way.
What?
Just go that way.
Following the fight retreat. No, bro, nobody wants to fight with him, bro. Go that way, bro.
Go that way.
Nobody wants to fight with him. Go that way.
Go, man.
You touch me. Bro, we don't want no problem.
Don't say nothing,
bro.
Yep. That didn't look good.
Hey, go, bro. Go this way.
Listen. We don't want to fight y'all. We're not trying to go to jail.
My headphone, he's
Look,
fucking
you
my headphone.
hit him with it.
I want my
I
headphone.
understand that you hit him with it,
I
bro.
want
It's down the street.
You don't understand.
Go down the street.
You fucked it, dude.
Go down the street.
Listen,
bro.
It's okay, bro.
You fucking
It's
did.
all right.
Why you stop? He fucked with my headphone.
Here, you following us. Go that way.
Look, just for the cameras, we don't want no problems with these boys. They keep following us.
And their friends tell him to calm and stop doing it. Yeah.
Nah, he hit him with the headphones. That's it.
Sweetie, he hit me with the headphones. He cut me on my head. I could really beat the shit out of him. I don't even know him. He's following us. We don't even know him. So tell him to leave us alone.
Go somewhere.
Thank you, sweetie.
And they're saying if you don't go now, they will hurt you. The friends.
Okay, if we can we tell them
Let's see, they said something weird.
Han vet vem hon är, ring polisen och säg.
And then they're saying, you know who is, so you can call the police.
Can we tell them who you guys are so they can
No, don't tell them nothing.
Tell them nothing. They don't need us.
Okej, skitsamma.
Tell them to go about his business.
Tell them they follow us. They gonna
Tell them to go ahead.
Tell him to stop following.
These guys touch you in some
Yeah,
way?
they keep. We don't even
No,
know.
they're just
They
following.
keep touching us and following us.
This other guy,
Yeah.
he slapped my ass and my girlfriend's ass.
Oh, okay. Okay, so at the end there, you heard them. They were assaulting, harassing other people as well. So there was none of their business. They were physical. It's very clear what happened here, up until this point at least. So there are very split parts about this. A lot of people say, of course this happened. This has to happen. They brought it on themselves. And yeah, it very much looks so. That ain't the full video though. This one is the one I was looking for. Oh shit. Okay. Sounded a bit funny in slow motion.
Hey, jag har nog sockat A$AP Rocky. A$AP fucking Rocky är där och han...
A$AP fucking Rocky is there and he's fighting. That's what they say. I mean, they had it coming, but that was fucking brutal. Do you really have to do it that much? It's a lot. And now let's see what the world thinks about this. Let's start with this clip. Trump's anger, according to the A$AP Rocky. I'm disappointed at Sweden's Prime Minister.
Donald Trump har twittrat att han är väldigt besviken på, men till skillnad från USA så är det inte tillåtet i Sverige att ha ministerstyre, alltså där enskilda ministrar kan gå in i myndigheter och påverka beslut.
So Trump wants the prime minister to go in and say, okay, we just release him. Let's drop this. That's fine. And that's apparently possible to do in the States. But in Sweden, they said, we don't have minister rulings, I think it's called, which meaning that single out ministers can't come in and say, okay, fine, do it. So here, if the police says one thing, doesn't matter who says otherwise. Okay.
Där skriver han bland annat att Stefan Löfven var tydlig med att i Sverige är alla lika inför lagen.
Okay, so our prime minister says that he's very clear on that everyone is the same when it comes to the law. That's what it is in Sweden. That's what it says.
Ja, hans uttalande är troligen främst riktat mot en amerikansk publik och i särklass då den afroamerikanska gruppen som han ju har väldigt lågt stöd hos sen tidigare.
Okay, so the expert at the end there said that this message is not as much directed at A$AP or even at Sweden as it is directed at America. They think, and this expert think, that he only said this because he wanted to prove to the Afro-American part of America that he got their back. Does he though? Does he really? Or is it just a facade?
When I say African American, I think I can really say from everybody in this country. Because we're all one.
Detta är ett agerande från Trump som med syftet att han ska få fler stödjare bland den afroamerikanska befolkningen i USA.
Right, this is basically the same thing but just from another paper. They're saying that it's just trying to fish for votes at the African American people in America. Let's see. Here we have something from ABC News. What did they say?
Involving American rapper A$AP Rocky. This morning, he was officially charged with assault in Sweden, where he's been held in custody for 3 weeks now. Gio Benitez has the latest.
3 weeks.
This morning, Swedish prosecutors making the decision to charge rapper A$AP Rocky and 2 others of assault. In a statement, prosecutors saying, despite claims of self-defense and provocation, the 3 men will remain in jail until the trial.
Okay. Provocation, yes. 100% yes. Self-defense? Maybe the initial throw, absolutely. But 4 or 5 guys coming at you, bashing you. Not really self-defense, is it?
The 30-year-old New York native, along with 2 of his backup performers, were taken into custody days after this
with other
street
performers
fight
as well.
obtained by
I
TMZ.
did not understand that.
The platinum artist has maintained he acted in self-defense, posting this video moments before the melee, where you can hear Rocky repeatedly tell the two young men to back off.
We don't want no problems with these boys. They keep following us.
There's been a huge campaign of support and a petition on social media led by celebrities including Justin Bieber, Kim Kardashian, and Kanye West, who personally lobbied President Trump to intervene.
Oh, let's just stop here for a second. I love this tweet from Justin Bieber. I want my friend out. I appreciate you trying to help him, but while you're at it, can you also let those kids out of the cages? That's a brilliant fucking tweet. Best tweet of all this situation. Very good.
The government cannot and will not attempt to influence the legal proceedings.
Exactly.
According to Swedish court records obtained by ABC News, the two men involved in the street fight with Rocky and his crew have criminal records and are not in custody. Prosecutors now revealing they will come face to face with Rocky when they testify at trial. And the Swedish prosecutor tells ABC News a 3-day trial will take place next week starting Tuesday. They say new evidence from a mobile phone will be played in court. Rocky is being held in jail because prosecutors believe he is a flight risk. But you know what? He could face up to 2 years in prison.
Oh my gosh, shit. Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people watching that. Thank you, Gio.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Hi, everyone.
I thought it was gonna be like maybe some fines. Maybe not even that, but damn, 2 years. Shit. But the Swedish justice system is a bit of a joke. So when they say maybe 2 years, they probably mean a couple $100 fines. I wouldn't worry too much. This guy over here is called Leif G.W. Persson, and he is a criminology expert. He's sort of a meme in Sweden, but he's smart. Let's see what he has to say.
Rapstjärnan som sitter häktad.
Oh, there's English subtitles.
I Stockholm.
I give them for you.
Rocky. Kan du berätta om händelsen? Vad vet vi så här långt?
Ja, de är ute på stan.
Ja.
Den här rapstjärnan, hans sällskap. Och så vitt jag förstår så börjar det med att de blir angripna av 2 yngre förmågor. Varav den ena nu hävdar att han har utsatts för en misshandel. Men det är så det inleds, och det där pågår en stund och i omgångar. Och de är på den här Rocky och hans sällskap. Och vid något tillfälle så finns det mycket talande bildsekvens där den
ser dem nu här.
Lilla Jörken, han ger sig på och slår på den här livvakten. Och det gör mig lite fundersam över att åklagaren inte har delgivit honom misstanke för misshandel, för det är ganska klockren misshandel. En ringa misshandel låt vara, men ändå. Och det är inget ovanligt i sådana här sammanhang. Lite senare, för de där båda vägrar att ge sig, då har tydligen humöret sjunkit så pass hos de här som hela tiden är utsatta, så att de har gett sig på den här göken. Och det inleds med att den här Rocky då knuffar omkull honom på gatan, och sen får han några sådana där efterslängar av de övriga hans sällskap. Att beskriva det där som en grov misshandel som åklagaren gör, det tycker jag går bortom rimliga fantasier. Det är en ganska vanlig misshandel. Han har inte fått några särskilda skador. Han tas till sjukhus och där så släpps han ut efter någon timme eller så.
Yeah, not a big deal at all actually.
Nu sitter han ju häktad, vilket har väckt
ja, det gör mig faktiskt lite förvånad.
Very good.
HD är för fina för att lägga sig i sånt, så att de har avvisat det ganska omgående. Hovrätten också.
Men du ifrågasätter själva grunden till att hålla honom häktad?
Ja, det vill jag nog göra faktiskt. Jag tycker det verkar på gränsen till okynne faktiskt. Ja.
Du är inte ensam om det. 100 000 namnunderskrifter.
Ja, men jag är inte sån där. Jag kan inte skilja rap från hiphop. Däremot kan jag skilja Sven-Ingvar från Vikingarna. Men det där andra lämnar mig kall, så det har inte med det att göra. Jag gör en rent juridisk bedömning. Hade det här varit svenska aktörer, så om någon hade hamnat i finkan, så tror jag det är han som inleder det hela.
Exactly.
Och det förmenta brottsoffret. Möjligen också den där som knuffar omkull honom. I övrigt så ser det väldigt konstigt ut.
Men vad drar du för slutsats av det då? Att det är så konstigt?
Vi får hoppas att det inte är så illa så att åklagaren har gripits av en lust att placera sig själv på kändiskartan. För det vore verkligen mycket illa.
Vad kan det bli för påföljd för det här?
Jag skulle bli svårt förvånad om man på grundval av det som framkommer i de här bildsekvenserna och det som sen kommer att sägas vid rättegången, för det kommer att gå ännu längre på samma tema, att han skulle bli dömd till en frihetsberövande påföljd.
This was 2 weeks ago.
Ja, det är svårt att se.
En intressant grej som jag tyckte var att när A$AP Rockys advokat...
Det avgörande häktningsskälet skulle ju vara att han flyktfara, att han inte skulle inställa sig då till en eventuell rättegång i Assange efterföljd ungefär så. Va? Och det tror jag, det var jag inte för otroligt att han skulle strunta i. Va? Men det ska man i det här läget bortse ifrån. Nej, olustigt ärende.
Okay, let's see what A$AP Rocky's mom has to say about the thing.
We have information about A$AP Rocky, who is rotting in a Swedish jail right now without any charges having been filed against him. This is going on 3 weeks now.
Sitting behind
3
bars.
weeks, and this was 2 days ago.
He will be charged on Thursday. It's pretty clear he's going to be charged, facing 6 years in prison
2 days
in
ago
Sweden for this assault that he didn't even provoke. The guy that is the alleged victim in this case is the guy who provoked this whole thing by harassing
him. Rocky said, "I don't want to fight."
Yeah, so this is very different from Swedish news. I don't know how much of news this is. I'm not sure what TMC is really. In Swedish news, you really can't have an angle. You can't say, I think this, I think this. Sorry. You can't take sides, basically. I love it that these guys are just, this guy's fucked up, what up? I agree, but it's funny.
I don't want to get in trouble. Tried to get the guy to stop, and ultimately it did result in some type of violence, but Rocky tried to avoid the situation.
And yet the DA said that the guy that he allegedly assaulted is in the clear. And by the way, he also threw a set of headsets at his bodyguard and cut him.
That's true.
He's in the clear.
Which is all on video. It seemed to have provoked the thing, but somehow the Swedish authorities have cleared him.
So he's cleared, but A$AP Rocky sits in jail. So we reported
that
to
is
you
actually
yesterday
so strange.
that A$AP says
so
this
strange.
is not about race, even though there are a lot of people who believe this is very much about race and a message to black rappers don't come to Sweden. Now, we got A$AP Rocky's
I
mom,
surely fucking hope so that
Renee
that's
Black,
not the case.
And
that's a picky subject. No, I have a really hard time thinking that. In that case, it's more like Leif did say before, that the Swedish prosecutor want to put themselves on the celebrity map, which sounds very, very strange as well, but more likely than the race card, because I really don't think so. And I really don't hope so.
We talked to Renee, and she understands the drill here in terms of them saying that we hope it's not about race, but I think she makes this clear.
I feel like Sweden is making an example out of our boys, okay? And it's so unjust.
Do you think Sweden has a vendetta against rappers or successful black men or black men in general? Or what do you think is going on here?
I don't want to call the race card, okay? But that's what it's looking like. If they walk like a duck and they quack like a duck, then it's a duck.
She's saying it's about race.
Like, is she?
Yeah, I'm really sad to see that. As I say, I don't think that's the case, but even that people perceive it that way makes me really sad, because I don't want to be part of something that provokes these questions. I mean, you can't blame an entire nation for some stupid people. I mean, I don't hate every American just because you have a shit president. Hopefully this will clear out soon.
I always try to look for another reason, and I always try to find the better in people, and you don't want to think that he is being held just because he's black, but when we have other examples of situations of guys who have gotten in trouble,
Snoop,
right?
Well, no, but Snoop said, I'm not ever going back there. Quavo said he had a similar situation.
Right, but then when you have a white rapper, Harvey, who gets arrested for a similar situation and had drugs on him and pays a fine.
in jail and he's out.
What other conclusion is there to draw? It doesn't make sense.
He's been locked up so long, guys. He has missed 12 concert dates, and there's kind of a new layer to this thing that we've learned. If you are found not guilty, so if he gets charged, this thing goes to trial, or if he doesn't get charged, the country of Sweden can then be on the hook for any lost wages, cost of travel, whatever. So if he's jailed up until, say, September, he has 19 dates. He's already missed 12. You're looking at millions of dollars that they may have to pay him.
Here's the only problem I have with that, because you use that word may, that they may be on the hook. It sounds like it's discretionary. That law is discretionary on whether they pay somebody for lost wages. And they have not done a single thing to cut this guy a break up to this point. So I'm wondering, if they say not guilty, whether the Swedish government would do the right thing and then pay him that money, or whether they'll do what they've done all the way through this thing and screw him over.
Yet again, the government and the police are two very different things, so you can't draw the conclusion that they're gonna act the same way, because our Prime Minister just said, we don't get involved, and they don't get involved in what the state does.
Here's why it's so outrageous to me. If this were Russia, I get it. I didn't know Sweden was this way.
Right. And the United States and Sweden, diplomatically, good relationship. It doesn't make any sense that they have.
We are heading down a dangerous path when Sweden gets roped up in the same group as Russia. We're going on a slippery fucking slope. And I don't like it. Time to move to Canada. Wow, that's a video and a half. Holy shit.
Sources tell us that the rapper is sleeping on a yoga mat with no blankets. There's a prisoner in the next cell with severe mental issues who slams his head against the concrete wall and hurls feces every which way. Feces that are not cleaned up.
Sup, guys?
Damn. The water, we're told, is not clean and the food is not edible. For the first 5 days, A$AP Rocky ate an apple a day, and that's it.
I come back to that. Let me tell you this. There's no way that's true. Because prisoners or people occupied in, I don't know what you call it, the place where you sit to wait. If you're going to prison, they get stuff to eat. They got bathroom. They got beds. No way they ate an apple and a half. No way. I didn't hear any of the previous conversation, but I just thought I'd chip in. Let's see. My camera just spent 10 minutes in the refrigerator due to overheating, due to it being 32 degrees hot Celsius in here at fucking 10:30 in the evening. What is this, Australia? Who am I, Max Mofo? Fucking legend here!
Hey, Vsauce! Massive legend here. But where is here, and whose mass is it?
As you can see in the previous video, A$AP has a glass bottle in his sleeve, and the Swedish police report got leaked or something, where they pointed out different spots on the crime scene. There were blood on some spots, there were circles drawing, here's this, and there was this glass bottle. And you can see it holding it in his hand, so he probably bashed it in the dude's head. I think that if he didn't have that glass bottle and it was just fists, he wouldn't be in as big trouble. But then again, the guy that he attacked hit the bodyguard in the head with headphones or sunglasses or whatever that fucking was. So I mean, apples and potatoes, am I right? No, this is the picture, what the fuck? And this is in Swedish. So this X right here is where he got thumped down. This square you can't see here, that's blood. Here his arm lands. Don't remember this, and this is the bottle.
And it's pictures, and it shows like A$AP Rocky with bottles and things of that sort, and some of the entourage with bottles and things of that sort. All right, so what do you guys think?
Okay, it's just pictures for you to look at. Well, I mean, it's pretty helpful, but I think we got what we need from this. Let's go. This one is just for a bit of fun, really. I don't know really what it is. Gina Smith is asked about A$AP Rocky and Jordan Woods while leaving launch in his pink Tesla. This is from yesterday.
Sweden to try to get A$AP out. Trump doesn't seem to be able to get it done. Everybody loves Will Smith.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I haven't called.
Jaden.
He's on the phone, bitch. Don't interrupt him. That's a shit video. So, the little teaser in the beginning wasn't just to be cute. So, Logan Paul, as a joke, I assume, went to Sweden, said he was gonna free him. I'm not sure if everything is in this video, but let's check out.
For those of you who may not know, A$AP Rocky got arrested here in Sweden. He's going to be held for 2 weeks, I think. I'm also in Sweden. I actually saw him perform at his concert the other day. Thinking about going and bailing him out. Thinking about just making some sort of escape plan with a helicopter and a rope to pull him out of the prison there, so we could get him back to where he needs to be.
And he also posted a picture in front of the police house in Sweden saying, yeah, bitch. Okay, this is an article covering that Logan Paul intended to get him out. He said, "This is enough. I'm gonna get A$AP Rocky out of the Swedish prison." He writes on his Twitter, along with a picture where he's posing with a shovel and a saw in front of a Swedish police station. Many Twitter users choose to interpret the whole as a obvious joke, but everyone is not equally amused. I love you, Logan Paul, but this is a serious situation. I hope you're really trying to free him. According to this news site, Logan Paul is just now in Sweden to train for a upcoming boxing match. Are they boxing again? Okay, it says right here. The both YouTube star has met in the ring before to try to get in shape for the return match. The YouTube star is training at All-Star Training Center in Stockholm. Okay, I think that's all my tiny little brain can take for one day. When it comes to my point of view, the people to blame, hands down, are the two guys that follow them. When it comes to the final altercation, do I think that they used too much violence? Yes, I do. Bottles and many people have won a little bit too rough. But that's mainly, it's not that I feel sorry for the guys, that if you tone it down a little bit, you probably wouldn't be in any danger or any trouble. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know what to say. My opinion, as a Swede, it's not that bad. We should let him go. I will be posting every link to every video and article that I went through down below. You can watch the entirety yourself, because I only took small parts out of it. So if you want to look at all the videos and then tell me what you think, feel free, comment down below. What do you think? If you liked this video, leave a like on it, so I know that you like this kind of video. It's very different from what I'm used to doing, but I mean, gotta spice it up every now and then. If you're new around here and like what you see, I would very much appreciate it if you head on down there, click that little subscribe button, and maybe that little bell to never miss a video. I upload Sundays and Wednesdays, 1800 Central European Time, and you are very welcome to join. Until the next video, have yourself a good day. It's so incredibly hot. I'm not even joking.